Picture a man with a dream so big it could change an entire country. That's Aliko Dangote, Africa's richest man, and his 2026 vision is about to shape Nigeria's economy from building massive refinery to delivering fuel directly to your nearest fuel station, from using the federal very busy parts to building his own port. Dangote's biggest bold project, plus a few surprises, could make Nigeria a global powerhouse. Entrepreneurs, students, professionals, this is a story of ambition, hustle, and ideas you can steal to your own success. Will Dangote's plan lift Nigeria to new heights or make him too powerful? Stick around to find out. Let's get inspired from his story together. Stock market power play. First up, Dangote is taking his empire to the stock market. He is listing two of his biggest businesses, Dangote Refinery and Dangote Fertilizer Limited, on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Why? There are three big reasons for this. First is raise billions for new projects. Let every Nigerian own a piece of his success and prove he is not just a one-man monopoly. Now let's break this down. The refinery, the world's largest single-train facility, is worth $20 to $30 billion. At full power, it could make $20 million a day, enough to buy 10,000 cars of an average person's dream daily. This fertilizer plant, already shipping to the US and Europe, is valued at $2 to $3 billion and could earn $70 billion over the next 10 years as analysts forecast. That's like selling out a stadium concert every day for a decade. By listing this, Dangote is inviting you, pension funds, and global investors to buy shares. It's his way of saying, join my business and let's grow together. For entrepreneurs, this is huge. Going public can fund your dreams while building trust. Imagine you are running a small bakery and invite customers to invest. Suddenly, you've got cash to open 10 more shops. And that is the strategy. He's no more a monopoly, and he's getting some cash for newer projects. This is exactly how Jeff Bezos took Amazon public in 1997 to fund its growth from a bookstore to a global giant. Dangote is doing the same, turning his private empire into a public powerhouse. Students, this shows how sharing ownership can scale your startup fast. And mind you, the more you make money for others, the more you make for yourself. This move could bring billions to Nigeria's economy, create jobs, and make investors rich. But it also makes you wonder, is Dangote sharing power or just straightening his grip? Either way, it's a lesson to think big. Feeding Africa's future with fertilizer. Next, Dangote is tackling a problem that hits every African home: food prices. Africa imports over 6 million tons of fertilizer yearly, costing billions and making food expensive when global prices spike. Imagine paying $10 for a loaf of bread because the flour used in its baking was imported. Dangote's plant already pumps out 3 million tons a year, making it Africa's biggest. But he's not stopping there. He wants to double that to 6 million tons, outpacing giants like Qatar and Egypt to become the world's top urea exporter. In 2021, African fertilizer export hit $8.9 billion, but West Africa barely got a slice because North Africa dominates all. Dangote is changing that by shipping to the US, Brazil, and ECOWAS countries like Ghana and Senegal. He says Nigeria's low production cost can beat even US tariffs, aiming to make Africa food independent in just 40 months. Picture a farmer in Kano growing twice as much rice because fertilizer is cheap. That's Dangote's goal. For students, this is about spotting a gap, like expensive food, and solving it with scale that provide lower prices. Entrepreneurs, imagine creating a product everyone needs. Dangote is doing that for agriculture. This is the same thing Tesla did. They made electric cars affordable by building huge factories at locations that optimize their system, providing them with security and lower production cost. Dangote's fertilizer push could make food cheaper, helping farmers and families while boosting Nigeria's export. Same as your local grocery store selling homegrown tomatoes at half prices, or at least a discounted prices. This could save Africa billions in export, creating farming jobs and put more foods on tables. It's a win for Nigeria and a lesson for you. Solve big problem, and the world will pay attention. Unclogging trade with mega ports. Have you ever been stuck in traffic for hours? That's what Nigerian ports are like. Apapa and Tinkan are so clogged that exporters and importers lose millions daily waiting to move their goods. It's like running a business, but your delivery are stuck in a jam. Dangote is fed up with this, so he's building Nigeria's biggest private deep sea port in Ogun State, or Lokola to be specific. This port near his refinery and fertilizer plant will handle fuel, gas, petrochemicals, and fertilizers, moving cargo in hours, not weeks. Imagine a superhighway for ships, cutting cost and delays. It could create 200,000 jobs ranging from drivers, engineers, clerks, etc. and add $15 to $20 billion to Nigeria's economy by 2030, boosting non-oil export like never before. Unlike government ports, this private hub will run like a well-oiled machine, less red tape, more profit, less roadblocks, more efficiency being run privately. Professionals, pay attention here. This is a masterclass in fixing broken system. Amazon also did the same by building its own web services, the AWS, to speed up operations on their server and avoid third-party control over their vast businesses. That's Dangote's spot strategy. Entrepreneurs, think about bottlenecks in your industry and how you could bypass them. Dubai turned a desert into a global trade hub with Jebel Ali Port. Dangote's port could make Ogun State giant, maybe the West African trade capital, inspiring you to streamline your business operations. This port could make Nigeria a trade powerhouse, lower cost of businesses and more dynamic importation and exportation operations, plus create thousands of jobs directly and indirectly. It's a reminder that infrastructure is the backbone of growth, whether you are running a country or a startup. Building Nigeria's future with cement. While everyone is talking about Dangote's refinery, his cement empire is quietly shaping Nigeria's future by strengthening infrastructure's biggest requirement. He is building a new $800 million cement factory in Ewekoro, also in Ogun State, with 2 production lines and its own power plant. This project is set to finish by November 2023. This will add 6 million tons of cement yearly to the Dangote cement line, making Ogun African cement capital with 18 million tons total. But the question here remains, why is cement a big deal? The answer is because it's the backbone of infrastructure. Stuff like roads, bridges, schools, and homes, everything Nigeria needs to grow. Under the African Continental Free Trade Agreement, cheap cement means more export to African countries like Benin, Togo, and others, plus lower cost for building your own dream house. This factory could create thousands of jobs, from truck drivers to engineers, and spark new housing projects. After years of delays from local politics, Ogun's governor Dapo Abiodun gave green light to the project, showing how persistence pays up. This is about controlling a key resource. Cement prices decide how fast a country builds. Students, imagine starting a business that supplies something everyone needs, like Wi-Fi or electricity. That's Dangote's cement game. Do you know Home Depot? It's a company that dominates everything builder ever want. It's a company that dominates everything a builder will ever want. This is their strategy also. Home Depot dominates home improvement by stocking everything builders need. Dangote Cement Empire controls Nigeria's construction boom, inspiring you to own a critical piece of your own industry, whatever industry you are into. This expansion could make Nigeria a construction hub, lower building costs, and boost exports. For you, it's a lesson in seizing control of what powers growth in your field. Fueling the country directly. Dangote is not just refining fuel, he is bringing it straight to you. He bought 4,000 high-tech fuel trucks that runs on CNG, and who knows if soon we might start seeing Dangote's fuel stations all over Nigeria. His goal, as per our perception, is to cut out middlemen who jack up prices and stabilize fuel cost. Not long ago, gasoline price was over 1,000 naira in Nigeria. But with his refinery running, Dangote says prices could drop to far lower than that as he processes more local oil. He once mentioned buying fuel at 816 naira, showing what's possible. He's also teaming up with companies like MRS, Ardova, and so on to keep prices steady. This is called vertical integration, controlling everything from the oil well to the pump, like a chef growing their own ingredients, cooking the meal, and serving it. For students, this shows how owning the whole process can save money, win customers, ease the process as a whole, and increase profits. Professionals, imagine cutting costs in your businesses by skipping the middlemen. Dangote's fuel strategy could save Nigerians billions and make driving affordable. This is the same with Netflix's strategy of producing their own shows to avoid paying studios. Dangote's fuel takeover is similar, controlling the supply chain to lower prices and dominate the market. You could do this in your business by making your own supplies. Cheaper fuel means lower transport cost, cheaper goods, and most importantly, extra money in your pocket from those discounts. It's a lesson in building a system that delivers value directly to customers. Growing food with agricultural investments. Dangote is not stopping at fertilizer in the field of agriculture. He is diving into food production once again. Nigeria spent $5 billion yearly importing rice, sugar, and dairy. Dangote is investing billions to grow this locally over the next few years, aiming to feed millions and save foreign cash by 2028. Imagine a farmer in Sokoto selling rice to Lagos supermarket, or a kid drinking milk from a Nigerian dairy farm. This could create thousands of farming jobs and make food cheaper. For entrepreneurs, this is about spotting a gap like Nigeria's import bill and filling it with local solutions. Student, think of starting a business that replaces import with homegrown products. Dangote is turning Nigeria into a food factory, and you can learn from his playbook. Brazil became a sugar superpower by growing its own cane. In fact, they are even exporting to other countries. Dangote imports sugar from Brazil. Dangote's farm could do the same for Nigeria, inspiring you to create local alternatives in your own markets. This could cut Nigeria's import cost, boost farmers, and ensure food security. It's a reminder to solve problems that hit close to home, whether it's food or tech. Empowering communities with philanthropy. Dangote is not just about profit, he is giving back big time. His foundation has donated 1 million bags of rice to Nigeria's poorest, built schools for thousands of kids, and set up clinics across Africa. These are done to build trust and shows that he is more than a billionaire. Imagine you are a small business owner donating books to local schools. Customers love you, and your local brand grows. This is about blending profit with purpose. Dangote's philanthropy creates loyalty, just like his cement and foil create wealth. Entrepreneurs, picture your startup supporting your community. It's a win-win. Students, this shows how success can change lives beyond your bank account. Tom's Shoes gives a pair of every pair sold, building a loyal fan base. Then your Dangote's giving back does the same, inspiring you to make a difference while growing your business. Philanthropy strengthens community and brands. Dangote is showing how to use wealth to lift others, a strategy you can apply in your own ventures. Energy innovation with CNG and renewables. Dangote is also betting on the future of energy. His 4,000 fuel trucks run on compressed natural gas, CNG, a cleaner and cheaper alternative to diesel. He's also exploring solar and wind to power his factories. Nigeria spends billions on fuels, but CNG and renewable could cut cost and pollution. Imagine a delivery truck that saves 30% on fuel. Your business could do the same. This is about embracing green tech to solve your problems, students. Professionals, think of how sustainable practices can lower cost and attract eco-conscious customers. Dangote's energy push could make Nigeria cleaner and richer. Tesla's electric truck cut fuel cost for companies like Pepsi. Dangote's CNG truck could do the same for Nigeria, inspiring you to go green in your startups and inspiring other companies to also adopt that system. Cleaner energy means lower cost and a healthier planet. It's a lesson in innovating for profit and impact, no matter your industry. Aliko Dangote's 2026 vision isn't just about cement, fuel, or foods. It's about building a stronger Nigeria and inspiring you. This project could create millions of jobs, save billions in imports, and make Nigeria a global player in trade, agriculture, and energy. But here's the big question. Will his power lift Nigeria or make him untouchable? To entrepreneurs, this is a call to dream big and solve real problems. Student, learn from his hustle to turn ideas into impact. Professional, use a strategy to scale your career or business. What's your 2026 vision? Drop it in the comment. Hit like, subscribe, and share this video to spark the next big idea. Let's build our future together. This is a new channel. Please support us by liking our content and subscribing. Thank you. It costs you nothing, but it means a lot to us. We appreciate this.